7 levels of anime popularity. Before we continue, if you're new to my channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video like this. And you know what's crazy? More than 98% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. That's actually rude. So subscribe. It takes literally a second, and you're not going to regret it. Level 1, the Underdogs. These are anime that literally nobody watches. You look at some of these shows and genuinely ask yourself, who approved this? And how did this actually get released? A lot of them are original anime projects with no manga or established fan base behind them. So from the beginning, they're already fighting an uphill battle. Then you add terrible animation, weak storytelling, forgettable characters, barely any marketing, and suddenly the anime disappears before anyone even notices it existed. It's almost like the studio released it just to fill a slot in the year's catalog. And a perfect example? X-Arm. Yes, X-Arm. That's level 1. Level 2, basic anime slop. Now we're entering the world of seasonal anime slop, especially isekai. Every single season, we get another batch of isekai with ridiculously long titles like I got reincarnated as a vending machine and now I'm fighting monsters, or whatever the hell the title is. These shows usually have a manga or light novel behind them, so they already have some audience. But there are so many of them that most simply get buried. You watch it once, enjoy it for 12 episodes, and then move on to the next seasonal anime. Some of them actually have good animation, characters, and storytelling, but they don't have enough impact to stay relevant. That's level 2. Level 3. The niche anime. Now we're getting into the niche. These are anime that aren't necessarily designed to appeal to everyone. They're made for a specific audience. And while their overall fan base might be relatively small, the people who actually love these shows are deep into them. They'll defend the anime with their lives. These shows can have passionate communities, dedicated fans, and sometimes enough support to receive another season. But outside that specific community, nobody is really talking about them. That's what makes them niche. Level 4, the Fallen Giants. This one is interesting. These are anime that started extremely strong and then lost their popularity. Maybe the animation quality dropped, maybe the adaptation made terrible decisions, maybe important parts of the source material were removed, or maybe the story simply stopped being as good. A perfect example is The 7 Deadly Sins. The first season was massive. It had a huge international fan base and generated a ton of hype. But after the later seasons, especially with the infamous drop in animation quality, a lot of viewers started losing interest. Another example is The Promised Neverland. Season 1 was huge. People were desperate for more. Then Season 2 happened, and the adaptation cut or drastically compressed major parts of the manga, leaving many viewers confused and disappointed. So level 4 is basically, you had the hype, you had the audience, and then you fumbled it. Level 5, the TikTok anime. Now we're entering mainstream territory. These are the anime you can't escape when you open TikTok. You see thousands of edits, thousands of AMVs, power scaling debates, character edits, memes, and somehow every second video is about the same character. These anime become massive during their run. Examples include Chainsaw Man, My Hero Academia, and Dr. Stone. They have strong animation, recognizable characters, large fan bases, major manga sales, and huge online communities. But here's the problem. Popularity during your era doesn't automatically mean you'll become a classic. Some anime dominate the internet for a few years, then their hype slowly disappears. That's why I call them the TikTok anime. They rule the algorithm for their moment. But will people still be talking about them 10 years later? That's where level 6 comes in. Level 6, the new legends. This is where things get serious. These are the anime that have gone beyond simply being popular. They have cultural impact. Characters like Gojo and Sung Jin Woo have become recognizable faces of modern anime, whether you like it or not. These anime have massive global fan bases, international releases, huge communities, incredible commercial success, and characters that have become part of mainstream anime culture. We're talking about anime like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Solo Leveling. These are the shows people look at and say, yeah, this is one of the defining anime of this generation. And if their popularity survives years after their stories end, they could eventually move into level 7. Level 7, the Immortals. And finally, level 7, the legendary anime. These aren't just popular anime anymore. They're cultural institutions. They've already proven that they can survive the test of time. Huge international fan bases, massive commercial success, characters everybody recognizes, and influence that extends far beyond the anime community. We're talking about Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and Pokémon. And here's the ultimate test. Go to someone who doesn't even watch anime and say, Goku. There's a good chance they know exactly who you're talking about. That's the difference. You don't have to watch these anime to recognize them. They're not just popular, they're iconic. And that's the highest level of anime popularity. Level 7, the Immortals.